Hey everyone, it's Alexis and I am back today with a brand new video. You guys, today I'm going to be going into just some tips and pointers about how to stay on top of your mental diet, and also using a success story from one of my clients who manifested contact, and she manifested being pursued and adored and cherished by her specific person after quite a bit of time, and also from the experience with the not ideal version. So we talked about that in other videos, but it's been a while. So I'm going to also talk today about what is the ideal version of your SP? How do we manifest for it? How'd you manifest this whole thing to begin with? And then just those juicy details as a reminder. Okay. Before I get started, thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Please hit the bell icon in the box below and you get notified every time that we post new videos. So this success story is a really short one. And it's also really poignant and really important because I have so many clients who are manifesting for the ideal version of their SP. And it's been a while since I've actually talked about that in a video, what that is, what that means. So I'm going to go into that today. Just going to pull up the success story. All right. So dear Alexis, I just wanted to write in and let you know and say thank you so much for the coaching with you. It has helped me tremendously turn around many areas of my life and also with my SP. When I was first manifesting for my SP, I knew that I had really created the unideal version of my SP and that you guided me to create the ideal version of my SP. I understand now that I am the creator of my reality, and this has helped me change everything and is all turned around. He's constantly calling me, texting me, and even more so, he always tells me that I'm the woman of his dreams, that I'm so beautiful, and that he loves me, cherishes me, treasures me, desires me, and adores me, just like the intentions that we worked on and just like the living in the end that we created. Thank you so much for all of your help. I understand now also that my self-concept and the lack of it was at the basis of everything. And it's been so wonderful with your assistance to help turn this around. Thank you so much. More news soon. And then, obviously, keep it anonymous. So, all right, you guys. Now, what is the ideal version of your SP? And how do we know that there are versions of people, right? So, the way that I like to think about it is that your SP, it's been a while since I've used these props. If you've seen my videos, you know they're about to come out. Is that your SP, anybody in your reality is just like this highlighter. So anybody in your reality is just showing up with the thoughts that you assign to them, which create the assumptions or the belief about how they are, how they act, and who they are as a person, right? So, one way that you can start to kind of understand this concept in actual real time is if you start observing people in your reality, right? And you start noticing. I had a client recently who told me about this, and this is a really good example. She saw that one of her siblings was a different person with her sister than he was with her. Okay. So she was like, Alexis, oh my gosh, it's so clear that there are versions of people. And you guys, that's exactly how it is. It's not this magical concept. I mean, it is when you actually experience a version change of somebody in your reality. It is magical and it does feel very cosmic. But generally speaking, if you start to identify the versions of people, you can understand, oh, this person acts towards me. This person treats me the way that I assume them to be, how I have focused on them being, and what my awareness chooses for them to do. And then that's why someone else in your reality and from their awareness chooses them, right? Chooses almost like different adjectives for them. And then they show up differently. Okay. So that's what different versions of people mean. Okay. Now, this client, what she noticed, and just like so many of my clients across the board, is that she was manifesting. Now, this is a woman who was manifesting for a man, but it obviously doesn't matter. She had created the version of him years ago. And she had reiterated things like, he never calls me, he doesn't like me, he never chooses me. Oh, this is a big one that a lot of people have. He has an emotional wall. He doesn't like communicating. He won't text me back. Now, those three thoughts, right? He's not good at communicating. He won't text me back, etc. That creates the version of him that does those things, right? So when you have an SP and you have created through your focus thought and you just thought a lot of thoughts of, he never calls me, he has an emotional wall, he doesn't like talking about things, he's scared of commitment, right? That's the same assumption. It's a deeper assumption about him or her or them being non-committal, non-communicative. So how we work on that is thinking the opposite, and then living in the end of the version of you, and living in the end of the self-concept of you that is already chosen, already cherished, already desired, already wanted, and that you're living from that self-concept, creating new thoughts about your specific person. The way that this doesn't work is if you're sitting at home or you're out in your life and you're thinking not so good thoughts about yourself, and then you're just doing a bunch of SP affirmations. That is one thing I know, that there has been no client that I've ever coached, and never with myself have I affirmed for a specific person and got changed and seen something because I felt bad about myself and I was doing a bunch of affirmations about them. Just to be clear, okay? So this work is always dual focused. You want to accept that if you have created the not so ideal version of an SP in your reality, and you've also chosen that you love them, you want commitment with them, you see a future with them, then you have to work on yourself, your self-concept. I've done so many videos about it, working on yourself and your self-concept, whatever is particular to you. Now, this is where one-on-one coaching is so helpful, because just because we talk about self-concept in videos does not mean that self-concept is easy to do, or that it's the same for everybody. Because one person could have an unconscious belief, right, that they're not beautiful. So then you work on being beautiful. One person could have deep childhood wounds about not feeling safe, secure, and stable in love and relationships. So then we have to work on that, right? So just be aware that if you're watching YouTube videos and you're trying to carbon copy some kind of self-concept thing, it might not be tailored to you if you're duplicating it from the work of somebody else. The way that you understand your blocks and your resistance to yourself, right, which is the basis to all, is to get clear on what's your woundology. If you're here listening to our videos, then you probably have woundology about love and relationships. Woundology being that you're not getting what you want, or that it's a trigger, right? It's an emotional trigger. And then you want to create your mental diet from there. It's not just, I don't have every single client doing the same self-concept, because everyone's got different issues, okay? So in any event, to bring it back to this client, she diligently worked on accepting that she had created the previous version. There was no discussion about it. There was no talk about it. There wasn't questioning it. And then she decided diligently to work on manifesting the ideal version of her, the ideal version of him. Because remember, in her reality, you guys, in your reality, your SP isn't even real. You live in a holographic, beautiful, energetic experience. And you came here into your physical body to learn how to recreate and how to create your reality to that which you desire. Okay. So please remember that that's always kind of the basis too. In a lot of coaching and a lot of what's helped me throughout my life is understanding that my reality is really, 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 really a mirror of me, and that I am the only one to change. So we are always the only thinkers in our reality. We are always the ones that we have to change in order to create change outside of us. So beautiful loves, it always comes down to you. All right, so I hope that you found this video helpful and it's helped you understand how to manifest getting those beautiful I love yous, right? Getting those beautiful 143s from your SP are totally possible. All you got to do is be in the state, think yourself into it, go through the resistance, persist, and it's bound to happen. All right. So just a reminder too, that I have many courses available. My brand new course that I'm so excited about is How to Manifest Your Happy Ever After, which is also how to manifest the marriage of your dreams. It has my tips and tricks about how I recently manifested my marriage and how I recently also manifested my pregnancy. So before I go on my maternity leave, I have these things available, and lots of options for everybody. Also, hypnosis audio is available on the website, as well as my #1 best-selling course, a workshop on how to put a love spell on your SP. Okay, so they're just extra tools to help move you along. Not to take place of coaching though. So if you'd like one-on-one coaching and you would like my help with your situation, I currently offer 45-minute coaching sessions, as I'm saying. And then I also offer 45-minute personalized hypnosis sessions. So if either of those are you think would help you along in your journey, they're also in the description box below. All right, you guys. So go out today, make today awesome, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.